Evening all, welcome back to Clash of Clans. Look at this, we're actually going under a war. We lost, simple as that. We've done 4 wars now, and I can proudly report we actually just won one, which was amazing. We're getting a lot better at it, which is awesome. And I think just a quick shout out to the clan, awesome stuff. Well done all. Clash of Clans is a funny thing because it's a surprisingly deep game when it comes to the kind of the clan and Memorg aspects of it. So really quite liking it. I think if you play Clash of Clans and you're not doing corp wars, whatever you want to call them, clan wars, you're missing out because actually it's rather fun. I mean, look at this. For example, I'm just showing you a few kind of select attacks. The leveling system's really cool. So obviously you have 1 to 50 or however many people you have, and then you have this kind of fascinating, I guess, decision where you have to attack. So it's very, very subtle. I quite like it. It's pretty good fun, and I think really this kind of simplifies maybe the fun elements of things like games, mobile gaming, taking on interesting characteristics of PC gaming and console gaming, which is the Memorg. The Memorg, which sounds a bit like a Star Trek villain, but the reality is that there's always been this fascinating depth that you decide if you want to go into the game in depth. And that's kind of cool when you think about it, because you have this kind of a thing to say, well, how far do you want to go? And this is why people do get immersed so totally with games. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, I'm probably worse than most. I have a little bit OCD. Not obviously crazy OCD, but to that point where it's kind of like slightly crazy OCD, where I just become fanatical about games. So currently I'm playing Shadow of Mordor. My God, it's good. It's so good that I would say it's probably one of the best games I've ever played. And I'm kind of 50-50 whether or not to do videos on it, because I think I love it, but I think I like it because I'm not doing videos on it. So we'll see. But I may do something for it in the coming month. You may see something come up. But anyway, so back to Clash of Clans. I think the reality is Clash of Clans is a very kind of, I guess, interesting place at the moment with the fighting piece, as I say. So I think definitely consider doing it if you're not already. Here we go, look at this. I managed to defend my base. I stopped them getting 3 stars, which is actually quite important. The ability to get 3 stars over 2 or even 1 is the differentiator of winning the war or not. So I think this is why we lost our first 3, is that we didn't really attack very wisely. And what we do now is we have an approach that you attack a base that you can beat, but not too easily. There you go, that's our war strategy in a nutshell. But I think, so here we go. This is me attacking now. So I think I really got down the whole Logi Bro chain. So you drop giants and then you drop healers behind them. And your DPS is by your wizards and your range is by your archers. I mean, this is World of Warcraft, like gang planning stuff. It really is like that. So I think we're finding why this game is so popular, because it does have those kind of depth and I guess tactical discussions from those kind of games. So as you can see, this little attack is going quite well, and I think having that right, I guess, built army is certainly what's paying dividends. Anyway, so I think definitely give Clash of Clans a go. If you're not playing it, it's so much fun, and I think our clan is full now, so I think just a word of warning, if you do leave, chances are you won't get back in, because we've got so many people trying to get in at the moment, which is awesome. I'm really glad about that. We are doing 2 wars a week as well, which is, I don't know, that's kind of fun as well. I know we've all obviously got to be a bit careful of that, because not everybody can play, but I think really, the war piece that you're looking at here is just great. I didn't even know this was here until we started poking about, and I think this is kind of the issue with mobile gaming and its perception, because it does appear very twee and frivolous, but the reality is actually mobile gaming, in my opinion, is where the money and I think the depth is now coming from, because PC games are almost getting simplified like you wouldn't believe. It's kind of ironic to think that PC gaming and console gaming, things like Destiny and that, they don't have a great deal of depth like they used to. If you think of games like System Shock 2 and things like the very, very old Half-Life games and things like that, they had like a bit of depth, story immersion, But what they also had was a bit of complexity. So you would have jumping puzzles in Half-Life, and in System Shock 2 you'd have to make chemicals to maybe get past a particular boss or something. And it showed a level of game design that was quite deep. Mobile gaming doesn't have that, but I think it's only a matter of time. I mean, if you look at Clash of Clans, the concept is very simple, but if you think about the way that gaming seems to be going generally, is that they're simplifying PC and they're enriching mobile gaming. So it's a bit of a dichotomy, as you would say, which is an interesting one, because I think there's certainly a lot of a very interesting kind of development coming through on games on mobiles. And I think really, and it's not, again, to quote, mobile gaming is an interesting one, because if you look forward, so if you future plan technology now, the reality is that desktops and laptops and so on will be gone in the next 10 years, maybe even 5 years, because tablets are becoming so powerful now. You'll have a screen that you plug your tablet into. So, and then your tablet will be your mobile computer that you take with you. Yes, okay, there'll always be a requirement to have fixed workstations, but eventually the technology is going to be there. Well, you don't need that. You can have like a mobile phone that you just carry around with you, which is also your computer that you plug into a monitor and then use it like that. This is the future. I mean, literally, this is the future. So it's exciting. I kind of find it exciting, but there we go. So there we go. We got Batman. He's probably one of our higher level players. He's going to go and just destroy this base. Let's see how he does. But I've seen some wonderful tactics used on these clan wars. I think it's just fascinating. But look at that, golems. I know, actual golems and dragons and stuff like that. But for me, I still think the most potent mix you can have, this little tip for you if you're not, you probably know this. I mean, again, I'm a noob in this game, but this is what I've worked out. So you can confirm this or you can benefit from this either way. Is basically, if you have giants, you drop your giants first, let them take damage, and then put your healer in, and then put all of your wizards behind those giants, and then you'll clear a whole area before you then start to disperse. Use your archers to then take out periphery turrets, basically behind walls on the sides of the base. But I'm a middle rusher, I guess that is what people call me. But it works well for me, it really does, because I've got to admit, ever since I unlocked healers, the whole game has just opened up massively for me, and I think that's kind of cool. But look at these peekers; they're fascinating. I'm really interested to get to peekers. I've literally just unlocked, or in the process of unlocking, dragons. So we'll see how they go. And I've got Dark Elixir and minions now as well, which is also kind of cool. So we'll see how that goes. But I think at the moment, this game is very compelling. It's very fun. It's very enjoyable. I mean, look at this. This is fun. A really good base defense against a really good army, and then it's almost as a case of seeing what the hell will happen when these two will meet. Because look at the damage these peekers are doing. I mean, my God, and that barbarian king as well. If you've got one of them unlocked, you're onto a good thing with them. But yeah, so there we go, a total destruction and an absolutely brilliant defense. We lost the war, but we do go on to win the next one, so we'll show that maybe next time. Hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.